Hello YouTube, my name is Deadly Sins. I used to be known as Level 7 and you're watching Dragon Ball Xenoverse Episode 3. And today we're going to be doing our parallel quests and we're going to be doing the tutorial one and the world tournament one. Here's basically it's kind of explanation of how you're going to travel back in time and stuff. You're going to use the same kind of pod that Trunks did in the actual show to go back in time and do these quests so you can grind and level up and do better in the story. And I'm fast forwarding this part just so you don't have to be tortured through it with no fighting and stuff like that. And I'm just upping the camera sensitivity because it's pretty low relatively, like in my opinion. But yeah, right here he's telling you that you can find material items with your scouter and missions and stuff like that. And with the material items, you can create in-game items to use when you're battling people that heal you, refill your key, all that kind of stuff. But I really don't go out of my way to actually pick that stuff up because you eventually end up with enough Zenny that you really don't need to do that anymore. And here it's back at normal speed because I'm actually fighting something, and yeah. So yeah, this game is pretty neat, but you're like I said, I think I said it in the last episode. You're gonna be seeing a couple of the glaring flaws in the game, like the camera angle. Some of the enemies have ridiculously overpowered like moves or move sets and stuff like that. But don't worry, we're gonna be able to fight through that. And these Cybermen, they're they're just easy. You can just smack them and they're dead. So yeah, have you guys well, I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of the new Dragon Ball Z film Revival of F. And spoiler alert, I'm probably gonna put a spoiler alert in the actual, what's it called, description. Uh, Frieza is the main villain again. He gets like 2 new henchmen or whatever, and he gets a new form too. And I accidentally saw it, and it's basically just him, but he's kind of gold. Well, not kind of gold. He is gold, so he's like a Super Saiyan, I guess. But anyway, back to the game. Right here, right here, this new enemy and warning thing can basically either mean you're gonna get completely destroyed, or it can be a blessing. Because if you aren't a high enough, well, if you're even like kind of level with the parallel quest you're taking on, and that happens, usually it means that you're like a bunch of enemies are gonna come out of nowhere and just completely just wreck you. That's basically like my experience with that at least. But when it's one enemy like that, it's not too bad unless they start spamming like whatever attack they have. But yeah, we got our Z rank right here, which wasn't too difficult. I don't know if uh I don't know if the sorry about that. I don't know if the actual time, like how fast you complete it, really factors that much into the end result because I've like sped run through parallel quests in like 2 minutes, and that I seem to get like a lower rank than usual. But anyways, we're just speeding through this. I read about how you can revive allies and stuff, which is really wonky too. Like you'll see how it is later on in the series. But here we're just distributing some attribute points. Put 1 in max health, 1 in both strike and ki supers. I think I'm gonna try to use both a lot in this series. I usually, well, my main character, I didn't really use any strike supers. I just went Super Saiyan and spammed my ult because that's what you can do. Like I used that to get through some of the harder parts in the storyline, like with Boo and uh, I tried to do it with Weesenbeers, but no luck with that so far. And right here you can actually pick who you want your partner to be. Like you always have two partners, and sometimes you'll have an extra one depending on the parallel quests. And I was just checking the stats between Piccolo and Raditz, and honestly Raditz is a bit stronger than Piccolo, at least stats wise it kinda seems. Cause like, I don't know if you can actually view the stats like in number form, but the pie chart kind of thing alluded to that Raditz is stronger than Piccolo, at least his second costume or form or whatever you want to call that. Because every character gets like a bunch of costumes or just one costume. Some don't get any. And not only their costume changes, but so do their stats and their what's it called? Their movesets. So like, Goku won't have Super Saiyan until he unlocks his Super Saiyan kind of costume and stuff. And right here we smacked around Tien ridiculously, like easily. And now we're taking out the rest of his friends. And I know like I complain about like the some of the things in the game, but something I really like about the game is the like little chit chat that the characters have. Like certain characters like Nappa and Vegeta when they're fighting each other will have something to say, or Goku and Vegeta and stuff, even not in the story mode, just in regular parallel quests if you like pick a certain character and stuff. And the new enemy on this level, I think I'm gonna call them new enemies or whatever, because that's what pops up when they show up, is Piccolo, and he's not too bad because most of the new enemy things, you have to fight a kind of barrage of enemies or whatever. Like in one of the Saiyan Saga parallel quests, you actually have to fight Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa. And after the new enemy thing pops up, Nappa and Raditz come back at 6/8 health, and then Vegeta comes back at like 2/8 health. So he's not too hard to take down, but Nappa and Raditz, they're another story. Like especially if you're low on health potions, whatever you want to call them. It can get kind of tricky, and you'll see that in the future episodes. But here we're just obviously smacking Piccolo around because we're teaming up on him 3v1. It's not very fair to him, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm going to try to cool down a little. You won't see it in the upcoming like couple videos because I've already recorded those, but I'm going to try to cool down a little on using the alt because I have been kind of not spamming it, but using it a bit too much, and I feel like that's sort of unfair. I kind of want to not really role play, but like kind of role play the character that I'm actually playing right now, and like in the Dragon Ball universe, and my character wouldn't just spam her ult. Sorry about that. And you can see that we got our first items. You can see that they they boost some stats and they will decrease some stats. So it's either a win or a lose situation, like depending on what stats that you want for costumes. Because even if you think that they look good, you might end up wanting to not wear it because it decreases the stats that you like the most, like health, basic attacks, things like that. And I guess this is where we're going to end the video, and just trying the emotes right here. This has been Deadly Sins, playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse. See you later.